Well, hello there, Ultimechs fans. Today I have for you probably the fastest paced game you are ever going to see. Despite our players being half a world apart, we have two of the most amazing top-ranked Ultimechs players anywhere worldwide going head-to-head for your entertainment. I am talking about Pluto and youdeadno. Pluto based in the southeastern United States, and youdeadno based in France, I believe. We've got youdeadno running Nitro, Pluto running Viper. Pluto on blue, youdeadno on red. This is going to be something absolutely crazy fast. Both of these players, lightning speed and just expert at their respective mechs and understanding how this game works. The real difference, though, is we are currently hosted on youdeadno's regional server. So his ping is 26 and Pluto's ping is 125. They are going to swap hosting each round, and so we will see how that goes. Pluto's charged up. We should expect a hyper strike at some point. There it is. It was a miss. Pluto's charged again, has only one fist. Now he's got both fists back. youdeadno just barely missing those two-pointer shots. He's made several of them. Pluto missing a full court bank shot off the ceiling. youdeadno charged. Let's see if that Mega Blast can put the ball where he wants it. Pluto sees the hyper strike. Yep, both players charged up. Unbelievable. A minute and a half has passed, and neither of these two players has scored on the other yet. Pluto takes the first point. Incredibly persistent and determined gameplay, especially trying to be on the defense. There's what youdeadno is known for. Right after the tip-off, right into the two-pointer super goal. I was expecting a lot more of those at this point in the round. This is going to be a best-of-5 match. One of these players has to win 3 rounds against the other. This round is 4 minutes long. We are halfway done, halfway to go. Each player has scored 2 points. Pluto's put forth a little more effort, making 2 one-pointer goals to youdeadno's single two-pointer goal. There's youdeadno with a 3rd point.
3, 2, 1, go.
And a 4th point. Let's check those pings. 25 to 122.
2, 1, go.
Pluto's used to playing with a relatively higher ping versus his opponents, but he's not used to playing any opponents that are like youdeadno. youdeadno started his professional esports career with Ultimechs in the 2nd season and has since gone on to play a number of other games. There's the 5th point. Minute 20 seconds left.
3, 2, 1, go.
There's the feather. There's the first touch. While the match is going to be determined by who wins the 3 rounds, overall ranking in this XRL-sponsored tournament is based on who can score more points. So even if Pluto loses the match, if he's able to get more points than youdeadno overall in the matches they play, he will get a higher rank. 45 seconds left. There's a hyper strike. Easy one-pointer all the way across the arena. Goal to goal. 40 seconds left. Pluto's down by 2 points, but that's only a single super goal. youdeadno not sitting comfortably with a 2-point lead. He knows just as well that's one shot, skilled or lucky, that could tie up this round. Pluto leaves his door open, goes and gets the supercharge, trying to line up a shot.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
He's not going to take it. Green ball. What an outstanding effort. But this first round goes to youdeadno, 5-3. And now we switch hosts. We get to see it with the pings reversed. Please stand by while we change out the arena. If you're new to this game, it's called Ultimechs, and it is made by Resolution, and it is free for your Quest, Pico, and PC VR headset. Get yourself a copy, jump in, and learn to play like this. I want to thank XRL for putting together this tournament. Get more information about all the games that they are working with in their various leagues at xrl.pro. Taking you into round number 2. Now we are on US servers. Let's look at the ping difference. We got Pluto with a 79, youdeadno with a 138. Pluto's ping is not significantly better, even though he's hosting on US servers. Pluto still playing Viper, youdeadno still playing Nitro. The difference in ping is about responsiveness of a player's actions to where they think the ball is or is going to be. In this case, however, youdeadno is still holding strong and staying in the lead. 1-0 in the first 10 seconds. Watch both of these players' movements. When I say movements, I mean look at their positioning on the arena compared to where the ball is headed and where the goal is. Each one of them always moving as close to the ball as possible so their fists have a shorter distance to travel and they can influence the ball's movements and motion faster than their opponent usually can. I'm going to put the camera up here for a little bit so it's not so much in the middle of the arena. The ball is moving so quickly. It just doesn't make sense to do that. I know it's smaller this way. I just don't want to make anyone dizzy. Oh, excellent pinch from youdeadno, but a miss twice. Not to worry, he's already 2 points ahead. Supercharge sitting there. Pluto's charged, youdeadno's charged. One of them's going to have to use it defensively, one offensively. There's the offensive hit and the tap in. youdeadno could have used that supercharge to blow the ball away from his goal. Still more than half of this round left to go. Pluto's not gathering the number of points that he needs in order to go up in the overall game rankings. And at this point, he's not even positioned too solidly to win this round. We are at the halfway mark on this round. 2 minutes spent, 2 minutes left. Each player has their own technique for juggling the ball, controlling where they want it to go, and taking it away from the other player as well. A very near miss and a recovery goal, tied up with 92 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Pluto holding in there for only a moment. Youdeadno did not like being tied.
2,
Now Youdeadno is ahead by 1 point. 1 point doesn't mean much in this game. Not with that 2-pointer goal. Just like I said. Now Youdeadno is behind 1 point. We're coming up on the 1 minute mark. Pluto is barely ahead. And there we are, 60 seconds to go. Pluto with the expert move of sitting right in front of their opponent's goal and knocking it into the 2-pointer. Solid 3 points ahead, doubling Youdeadno's score, 6-3. But no opportunity to slack off because now Youdeadno is caught up, only 1 point behind, and still 47 seconds on the clock. This round can go any way from here. And Pluto wants to make it go his way. 2-point lead for the time being. I wish there was a counter to see how much accuracy these players were exhibiting just during these couple of games that we're watching them play. I'm sure it would be crazy high. Hardly ever a miss on the ball. Every fist touches the ball. Youdeadno with another 2-pointer, just barely trailing behind Pluto. 23 seconds left to decide it, plus however long the ball stays green after the timer runs out. One of the challenges of this game is that player movement is restricted to only those round pads on the floor, but the fist movement is anywhere in the entire arena. Floor to ceiling, wall to wall, front to back. Pluto's going to smash that green ball down or try and score another point. The longer the ball's up, the more Youdeadno can use that time to tie up. Now they're going into sudden death. Tight game, tight game. The next point decides this round's winner. It's going to be Pluto, 9-8. By the hair of his chinny chin chin. And we will be changing hosts once again. So please bear with me as we wait for these players to swap countries. Shout outs to Noah and Random and Courtney and Celery for being here at this hour of the morning. It is 2 a.m. Chicago time, 3 a.m. on the East Coast of the USA. And we are watching this crazy game. All right, both players have gotten onto their teams. The arena is being set up. This tournament is a 1v1 small arena, competitive mode, 4-minute rounds. We are into round 3. Youdeadno, Nitro on red, Pluto on the blue team, playing Viper.
3, 2, 1.
Let's take a quick look at the server pings, 125 and 29. Pretty much the same as we saw the first round. The reason it's important to take a look at those is because even players in the same geographic region can sometimes just get bad connections to a server, and they can be in the hundreds. And at that point, it only makes sense to disconnect and then try again. I would give you a play-by-play of what's happening right now, but honestly, I can't even make heads or tails of what's happening. All I know is both players are hitting the ball a lot. It is not staying in any one particular place. It's in the blue zone, it's in the red zone, it's going back and forth. That was almost a 2-pointer. Youdeadno used a Mega Blast to get rid of it. Pluto still has 2 fists. Youdeadno only has the 1. Now he's got them both back. More than a minute has gone by and not a point has been made. Youdeadno's charged. We can see a Mega Blast coming in a moment. Oh, a missed pinch. Devastatingly bad idea. Youdeadno slips that up. Pluto takes the opportunity to slam the ball in. Pluto has 1 point to Youdeadno's 0 as we are approaching the midpoint of this round. Pluto focusing strongly on defense. Youdeadno's charged up, uses the Mega Blast. He's down a fist. Pluto can use his deft expertise to pop the ball right into the super goal for a 3-point lead on the opponent's server. Pluto's got the high ping and currently in the lead in this round. This is round 3. Each of these players has won 1 round so far. And we're at the halfway point. Pluto is charged up. He can choose to use the Hyper Strike offensively, and if he misses, it'll leave him without a fist. He did that. Youdeadno now knows that he's got 7 seconds with his opponent only being one-handed. Oh, such a close call. That ball rattled around inside the 2-pointer frame. Just didn't sink in. Pluto's charged up again. Youdeadno charged. Both players have the supercharge. We've got Blast versus Strike. Who's going to use it first? Minute and 10 seconds on the clock. Pluto leading by 3. Youdeadno needs to make some points and make them quick. There's one of them. Just about a minute left on the clock. Youdeadno needs a 2-pointer to catch up. The game offers that 2-point option. All you gotta do is get that giant ball into that tiny hole. Conceptually, it seems so easy. In practice, not so much. Youdeadno's charged. Mega Blast incoming. It was a solid pinch, missing twice. And the blast missing. Pluto has every opportunity now, and the charge. Is he going to keep playing strong defense? No, he took his shot. It might cost him. There it is. If only they could hear me talking. I can see the future, I'm telling you. 15 seconds to go, both players are tied. Youdeadno comes back from nearly dead, is now in the lead. 14 seconds to go, Pluto is behind. Youdeadno ahead by 1 point.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Pluto takes the lead with a super goal at the 1 second mark. Youdeadno's got 1 second to get a point. The ball appears to splash down, but no, it was a mirage. It's still going. Is Pluto going to knock it down? It's down. 5-4. Pluto takes it. That's 2 wins for Pluto, and we're going back to the US server where Pluto calls it home. If Pluto wins the next round, that's the end of the match. If Youdeadno can hold his own with the higher ping, then we go to round 5, and it will be the decision maker. Let's hope Pluto remembers to invite me. We are, of course, very interested in seeing the game. Yes, I did get the invite. I understand completely that occasionally players in the heat of the moment and getting the room set up will forget to invite their caster. That hasn't happened here. All right, Pluto on blue. Youdeadno on red. And I have double checked that you are seeing the game. Because it would sort of suck if I was talking about the game and you weren't seeing it. Youdeadno's Nitro. Pluto still Viper. Here's the action. Let's take a quick look at the pings while we can. 71 and 134, same as it was 2 rounds ago when Pluto was hosting. There's the first point in the first 20 seconds. I have no idea why so many of Youdeadno's hits are just bouncing off the goal frames. They're bouncing off the top of the frame, bottom of the frame, floor to the frame, and just not sinking in. Pluto with the body check, or was that a hyper strike? I really did not see it. We'll have to go back and watch the replay. All I know is that ball was screaming. And again, with just movement that is so fast and difficult to discern what's actually happening. I mean, I've got the best view in the house, and I can't even tell you how he's hitting the ball half the time. What I can tell you is Pluto's got a 5-0 lead on Youdeadno in the first 1 minute of this round. That is a solid way to cement a win, but he's going to have to keep that pressure up. Youdeadno is no slouch. Youdeadno had a full night's sleep, and it's roughly 9 a.m. for him. For Pluto, it's 3:30 a.m. And I can't even begin to tell you what he might have been doing all day today. I can tell you that youdeadno is probably playing standing or seated. And I can tell you that Pluto is probably playing laying down in his bed. Because that's just how he does it. His hands move millimeters away from his chest. He barely moves at all. Like no wrist movement. Just some fingers here and there. Pluto may have crashed out. Pluto did crash. Oh, and reconnected. What are they going to... Oh, the game gets called. I guess we have to check and see what they're going to do. I will let you know what happens when I know what's going to happen. Please stand by. It looks like it's going to be a redo. All right, going back to round 3. I'm sorry, round 4. All right, players are getting set up on their teams. They are agreeing to a redo. Obviously, youdeadno doesn't want to concede that game, even though he was losing it. And Pluto doesn't want to concede that game because it just wouldn't be right. Youdeadno on red, Pluto on blue. Players are choosing their mechs. And, no surprise, Nitro versus Viper.
3, 2, 1.
Youdeadno gets first touch. Pluto's going to try and steal the ball away, which he does. It's too bad they don't set the clock to 2 minutes and pick up where they left off and just add the scores together. That would make my life much easier. Oh, youdeadno's punching Pluto. Did you all see that? On my screen, Pluto is half down his armor. youdeadno has reverted to some brutal mechanics of this game, punching his opponent to try and kill him. If an opponent's armor gets taken down, that opponent requires about 7 seconds to regenerate, giving the player who's still in the arena all that time to set up a single or double shot. Pluto's done. Pluto's oh my gosh. Pluto is sunk. youdeadno scores a 1-pointer.
3, 2, 1.
That is a side of youdeadno I didn't think I was going to see. We expect that from some players, but this is totally unexpected. Let's take a look at pings. Pluto's at 80, youdeadno's at 133. Pluto scores a second point of the game. Managed to keep most of his health. He is down up to about 80%. Now he's got to worry not only about youdeadno's devastating speed, but also the punches that might be coming his way.
3, 2,
Pluto's got a comfortable lead, 4-1. but that's only a couple of shots. There, let's make it 5-1. 4-point spread is better than not. How far can he take it? We are at the halfway point, and we're back to basically the same score we had last time at roughly the halfway point. We were at 6-2, and right now we're at 6-1. Pluto in the lead. 2 minutes spent, 2 minutes to go. And now it's 7-1. Just a quick check here on pings. Youdeadno with 143, Pluto in the high 70s. But he's totally used to playing with these kinds of pings. Here comes Youdeadno. Creeping back from the low score. Closing the gap. 7-3 now. Possibly putting some fear into Pluto's gameplay. "75 seconds on the clock. Youdeadno is charged. A missed pinch toward the super goal, a successful punch, and a Mega Blast to gain one more point. 7-4. Just a minute and a little left over here. Pluto, multiple misses on the super goal, decides to take the one-pointer. Pluto's got double Youdeadno's score, 8-4. Less than a minute to go. This is the deciding round for the match for Pluto. If he can score this, he wins the match. If not, these players go on to a 5th round. There's Pluto's signature kick the ball first, then have two hands free to punch it move. Oh, a miss. Youdeadno did not chase the ball fast enough. He had an opening. Pluto with a crazy three-quarter court partial pinch off the wall. 16 seconds to go. No way Youdeadno is gaining 5 points in the next 11 seconds. Not happening.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
This match is over, and Pluto's the winner. By how much? By that much. 9-4, Pluto takes it. Great games, both opponents. Good job, and thank you for inviting us to watch. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you everyone who stayed up really late to watch my stream. And that is the end of my streaming for now. Have a good day and see you in the arena. Goodbye.